And until you really learn with personal development, coming to all these events, talking to people to learn how to, like, okay, they're just going off in a rabbit hole. I don't need to follow and chase them down there. Either they're going to come and see it and do it, or they're not. So that's those are the tips and things that you'll be able to see us do when we help you out. Continue on this journey.
I did drink my Shakeology yesterday and today.
That is number one. That's the way to start. Product of the product. Anything else you wanted to say or let us know about the cruise?
I mean, it was just so much, I can't remember it all. I do remember we were in, I believe it was the first night, we were in a comedy show, and the comedian said, by far, this was the best looking group of cruises that they ever had on a cruise ship. So, I mean, there were some nice looking people. I was going to say there was.
Alrighty. All right, Amos. You've also been one that has had the luxury of coming to an event, and you got to spend, over an hour with Tommy Migrant. As Monica and Dustin and Ginger know now, that coaches in Beachbody would pay money to sit and talk one-on-one with Tommy Migrant. So just wanted to kind of see, like I asked Ginger, as far as you being my brother, seeing me for the past 2 years doing this Beachbody thing, what at that event kind of sparked your enthusiasm to want to join this company to help out with some of our newer coaches, kind of see that you can't always just forget about your family, or they might say no, and it might start being a struggle for them because nobody's following along with them. So kind of give your 2 cents on that.
Well, it was just, sitting there talking with Tommy and just pretty much what Ginger said, the whole family feel. And then with you and that's just pretty much what that was about. And then talking to Tommy and seeing that, how he was about it and how everybody was, you weren't just the only one that was Beachbody crazy. And it just, just being at that event just pulled me in.
So I know we had talked a little bit about Joe Gonzalez's story. What kind of sparked you about that?
Hey, I don't remember the story, man.
He was the one that had the corporate job making 6 figures.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that kind of shocked me. How his wasn't his daughter that pulled him in.
His wife.
His wife. Yeah, and that was just listening to his story, and I can't remember his name. The other guy's story about how he was
instructor
down on, huh?
The fitness instructor.
No, not the fitness instructor. I think his name was it Nate?
Oh, Ed, the one that lost all.
Ed, yeah. How he changed in his whole life, basically. His story, and then how I am about working out. I was looking for something different besides the gym, and then the whole business part of it, just pulled me in.
What just trying to go. What was your coming? Like you said, you seeing me do it, and just not seeing the whole big picture. That's kind of what the theme of this call was. I want to get our team about the power of events. That's pretty much this is what this is about. Getting to events, seeing other people, other like-minded people, individuals, all on one wavelength, and just the whole camaraderie, the family. It's a huge family. As you can
Yeah.
come to the events.
Yeah, that's why I've been sending invites out like crazy and telling people like crazy because, all the people that I've shown interest, have really, that backed out or saying, "Oh, I'm not sure at this time." But the way an event can change all that out, change for me, change for Ginger, change for you, Monica. An event can change that look.
That's definitely what. That's why I had decided, because I was planning myself to go to an event in Chicago with our upline coach, but I had told me and Dustin had already talked about for January we were going to plan on having our own event, local event, start to talk to more people, and this is, like I said, this is the best thing, starting here with our local group and start talking to people. And that just solidified it tonight, as I said at dinner, that was the craziest thing. Nobody I've ever talked to around Newark has even known anything about Beachbody. So to see that somebody just signed up a day before we started talking to them, that just solidified, like, we need to get on the grind. We need to start getting the word out. Everybody freezing up. I got that 10-minute call on there. Said we got 10 minutes left.
I felt the same way about Columbus. As I was there and meeting people from all over, I mean, it just feels like Columbus as a whole, and there's many parts to Columbus is untouched. Like I just don't see a big following here. And the ones that I did meet that were from here, their uplines were all over the country.
And it is, Columbus doesn't have a huge local following. We have a lot of scattered coaches, but I don't believe there is. Well, there's not. And actually, Monica keeps talking. We're about to have a huge coach move back into Columbus area. Her name is Tara Carr. So that's definitely getting on the grind time, because she's no holds barred. Her whole focus, and she has a huge why, and that's another part of being in Beachbody, is because you're going to get a lot of no's and some disappointments, and having that why you're doing this in the forefront of your mind. So, like I've said before, mine is keeping Monica home so she doesn't have to worry about working, and we can pay our bills with my job and Beachbody. But the Tara Carr, her why is to get her husband out of the military and live a lavish life on just Beachbody, and they've surpassed that. I think he's about to be out here shortly, but they just bought a house in Columbus. So you're going to hear a lot more stuff coming around in Columbus with her moving back. But like I said, there's the whole world of people that we can all talk to. I'm sure she doesn't know all of your friends. I don't know all of your friends. That's another thing. Your closest friends and family, that was one of the things they would say, that they know everybody I know. No.
Yeah.
Everybody knows at least 1,000, 2,000 more people than somebody else knows. So that's always there's never going to run out of people.
And I think that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing that I'm running into, because no one's ever really heard of Beachbody or Shakeology and everything that, they talk about the little infomercials they see with Sean T and all that in the mornings, and I try to explain to them, this is what it is. I think that's our biggest thing. It's just no one really knows anything about it.
Yeah, and that's definitely being in it. It's hard to believe that nobody knows, but they don't have that connection to know that there's actually a business opportunity. And as Ginger said a few times on the cruise, talking to different people, this company's only been with the multi-level marketing, direct selling, has only been out for 7 years. So we're still an infant company in that aspect. Beachbody with P90X in them, they started in '99. So they started from that point to 2007, just infomercials. And everybody knew P90X at that point. But
Yeah.
now they figuring out with the Shakeology, that's been out for 7 years, no, 5 years now. And so that's that other aspect of the company that people don't have no idea of. Or they know it and don't know it's attached to P90X and Insanity and Brazil butt lift. Like there's any
Well,
that's tell people any fitness infomercials is related to Beachbody.
that's what I seen that the Sean T for the T25, that infomercial one morning, and it kept on saying, sponsored by Beachbody on it a lot more than what it used to.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to push that name.
Yeah. Well, I think we're getting close. It's probably going to cut me off here shortly. Anybody else have any questions? Dustin, Lauren?
You want to sleep when you have a question?
No, you might not wake up. Usually. Where's that name go?
It went to that China trash can.
Trash.
Some frozen clear thing.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys for getting on the call. Hopefully I can get this thing put out. I tried to record it. So it's only my cup for like third time using Zoom. So we'll put this out in the team page. So some of our other coaches think this is going to be a good call for newer coaches, and definitely promoting this event. Make sure you're getting to an event. If you're not sure where one is, just ask. We can help you find one. But this is like the integral part. And we only have 4 Super Saturdays a year. So getting to them, I haven't missed one in the 2 years that I've been a coach. And
So are they having them all around the country on the same time?
Mm-hmm. For the weekend, there's a lot. Like we're having our Sunday, so there's quite a few that have them on Sunday because they just can't find a venue on Saturday. But it's all over. So even if you know people that are all over the country, there's one that's probably near them that they can go to. And that's another beauty about Beachbody. Coaches will ask them who sent them, or once they're at the event, they'll tell them, go back to who sent you and sign up with them. You got some coaches that try to steal people, but it's usually frowned upon. As far as like the girl I just met, I invited her to our Super Saturday. I'll talk with her. She wants some invites or insights into Beachbody. I don't have a problem with.
Sign up with?
I don't know who she signed up with. I heard his name before, but that said, I was kind of bummed she didn't sign up with me. But other than that, it's like whatever. I didn't even know her. But so they said we got another week and a half to really pump it out. I've been sending private messages to people, and you got to watch when you just do the invites, because everybody gets 50 million invites, so a lot of people don't even look at them. So if you really know somebody that's really, you want them to get to them, send them